Although traditionally a Christian holiday, Easter in Guyana is steeped in rich traditional practices and celebrated by all, from the Georgetown coast to the Quarantine to Bartica to the Rupununi West. On this week's In-Depth, we take you across Guyana to experience Easter activities that have left thousands of Guyanese filled with memories.
The future of Guyana has never looked better. Our nation is on the cusp of a development program like never seen before. While Guyana is now emerging as an energy giant through the discovery of massive reserves of oil and natural gas, it is your government's intention that the huge benefits emerging from this will go where it matters most, to you, the people of this beloved country. There is a surge of confidence in the way Guyana is governed once again, and the level of investor interest is unprecedented. Guyana is poised to become the breadbasket of the region, and the pace at which this nation will grow through prudent fiscal management will be nothing short of impressive. But more than anything else will be the way every Guyanese, regardless of color, class, or creed, becomes a part of this historic period of national transformation, sharing in the wealth and well-being of it all as one Guyana.
Easter is one of the most exciting and anticipated dates on the calendar for Rupununi residents and visitors abroad. During this time, the Rupununi and Sand Creek rodeos have an impressive lineup of the exhilarating activities. The 3 days of activities include barrel racing, calf and sheep roping, bareback bronco, line dancing, and bull riding. Both the Rupununi Ranchers and Sand Creek rodeos were well received by visitors who agreed that they are major attractions and worth witnessing.
I find the rodeo has been improving every year, especially from 2016 when new committee members took over. And then we have side attractions like riding for children, barrel race for children under 12, male and female. So we have more side attractions.
There's no other place in the world that does things like this. I mean, there are in Brazil, but this is unique because it's, I don't know, remote. The aura of it, it's like 100 years old aura.
Yeah, being from somewhere like Scotland, like it's not like America where you have rodeos. I'd literally never been to a rodeo in my life. So come here, it's really cool to see kind of where rodeos began and stuff. And man, some of these people are really crazy, but it's really, really enjoyable.
Today, I was surprised to see a lot of vehicles boss, you know, bikes and a lot of strange faces. Well, that we're looking forward to like every year. And in the activities were like they're adding like cup more, which it wasn't like that before.
Several of the participants have been competing for some time and use each passing year to improve their performances.
Since this rodeo opened, I was the only youngest rider in them time. Today I still carry on. I'm a champion in Borbis for 3 times, champion in Latam for 3 times, champion in Brazil for 1 time, in Venezuela 2 times, in Trinidad 1 time. And I always love to meet with each and every cowboy. And I'm a one-man warrior.
Last year I was kind of frightened, but now I'm trying to improve. It's improving for me, and it is very good. Hopefully next year I will be more brave and I will participate in other events like saddle bronco and bull riding.
Every year we dance for the rodeo. Rupununi rodeo we dance every year, and we find it that it is a fantastic thing that we're doing right in Rupununi in Sand Creek. In Latam, we danced it Saturday, and it was enjoyable and fantastic. We had fun, and everybody did enjoy.
Those successful in the various competitions were awarded cash prizes for their efforts. However, in the midst of all these celebrations, Minister of Indigenous Peoples Affairs, Sidney Alicock, urged the large gathering at the Rupununi Ranchers Rodeo to not lose sight of what's really important.
We must reflect on our achievements and shortcomings as a region. We must also look up to the future through new, far-reaching lens.
Meanwhile, the Sand Creek Rodeo, which was birthed from a simple cow riding activity, will see major improvements to bring it up to standard, Chairman of the Sand Creek Rodeo Committee, Francisco Gomes, said.
What we're going to focus on now is improving the stalls, so you can have proper stalls, city accommodation. We want to build a banab right here. We're going to have the dance floor, the main sitting area. We'd like to also extend our pavilion. We have a pavilion with seats but no roof, so that we'd like to work on in the future.
Here's an important message from the Ministry of Finance and the Guyana Revenue Authority.
If you've never filed or paid your taxes, or have deliberately not declared your true income, and now you're worried that you'll be audited by the Guyana Revenue Authority, I have good news for you.
The Ministry of Finance has announced a tax amnesty effective January 1 to September 30, 2018.
So you can now pay all your outstanding income, property, corporate, withholding, and capital gains taxes and get right with the GRA. Visit their office or call them at 227-6060, extension 1201 or 1204 today.
Invest in your country. Pay your taxes.
Thousands of Bartisians and visitors alike were in the Green Town to witness the powerboat races, the feature event of the Bartica Regatta. The annual event takes place over the Easter weekend. Bartica is located in Region 7, Cuyuni-Mazaruni.
President David Granger called for greater regional participation in the Bartica Regatta as he officially opened the powerboat events.
As the chairman would know, Mr. Bradford, every year I come to Bartica and I urge him to see Bartica as the capital of a region that is bigger than the Netherlands, the Cuyuni-Mazaruni region. That's the fact. So I want to see more participants from all over the region, from Pariman, Arau, from Kaikan, from Ramadan, all coming to Bartica to make this a more massive festival, more swimming, more canoes, more boating, and other water sports.
The president noted that regatta has grown over the years.
This regatta, it is moving from being a local festival to a global festival.
The head of state also commissioned the Golden Beach Development Project. President Granger commended the Bartica Town Council for their Green Town Drive.
Mayor Marshall and his deputy Kamal set out to make Bartica a clean, green and safe town. And they are well on the way to achieving that objective. This is a model, and I wish that every other town, at Mabaruma, at Lethem, at Madia, New Amsterdam, Linden, all of the towns, all of the capital towns in Guyana should emulate this example.
The Golden Beach Development Project cost some $40 million, and Mayor Marshall said that the project will be expanded in the coming year.
Our aim is to ensure that over the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, every time patrons come visit the Bartica Regatta, it must have something different. They must be surprised.
Racer in the powerboat events Dave Scott performed successfully, taking the checkered flag twice on Sunday. He noted that the regatta has something for everyone.
Regatta, you could go fun with the boat, you could go fun with the jet ski, you could come on the beach, you could fun, you could swim, you could just come and lime. There's a lot of things you could do, not only, regatta because of boat race, but there's a lot of things you could do.
There were those who were engrossed in the races while others were out, with families flying kites and soaking in the sand and sun on the newly constructed boardwalk along 3rd Avenue Beach. Others were enjoying the entertainment under the pavilion. Overseas Guyanese Headley Woodley and his wife returned home to enjoy this year's regatta.
So far, my first experience, I love it.
It was a family trip, so decided to come, make the journey back to my country. I'm loving it. I don't know what's took me so long to come back.
Among those enjoying all that the regatta had to offer was Bhaskar Sharma. The publisher and journalist from Canada was a first-timer to the regatta.
And I'm glad to be here today. It's a great day. And I believe that this thing should be promoted in the diaspora.
Another feature of the regatta is the annual Miss Bartica Regatta pageant, which were held on Saturday. It was a clean sweep for Ariane Dahlia Richmond at this year's Miss Bartica Regatta pageant. The 19-year-old Bartican dominated throughout the talent, swimsuit and evening gown segments on Saturday night.
I feel so happy. The support of the people, it's tremendous, but I just feel like a lucky girl with a crown on my head. Yes, I do feel that way.
The mayor said this year's regatta is a step in the right direction towards growing Bartica's tourism potential.
Bartica remains poised. Not because I'm mayor to say this, but I want to say it clearly that Bartica remains poised to become the tourism capital of Guyana. We are working to ensure that our true potential is met.
Regional Chairman of Region 7, Gordon Bradford, commended the Bartica Business Development Association for successfully staging this year's regatta.
Regatta is a national event now, and we hope that with the Bartica Business Development Association, they can make it into an international, true international event.
Paying the right amount of tax helps provide a good credit rating. A good credit rating is a requirement for getting financing.
You can use your good credit rating to get loans to expand your business, buy a house or car, or pay for your university tuition.
Take advantage of the tax amnesty and pay no interest or penalties from now to June 30.
Invest in yourself, pay your taxes. A message from the Ministry of Finance and the Guyana Revenue Authority.
It is evident that Easter over the years in Guyana has evolved, and what is truly remarkable is that Guyanese of all walks of life and religious persuasions continue to observe the tradition of kite flying. Joe Vera's Park in Region 3 was an expression of Guyanese culture and unity.
The Joe Vera Park is traditionally known to be swarming with excited kite flyers of all ages. However, this year saw older persons stepping back into their childhood and reminiscing on their days of flying kites. Lance Mentor told us about his day and his plan to continue this tradition.
So far the day has been in and out, due to the weather, the rain and stuff, but, we have hope, and we got to enjoy this because Easter is a tradition, and we come here to fulfill it, and we got to pass it on to the next generation.
Although not many kites were up, the overcast weather did not stop Rudolph Birch and his family from coming out to the park to celebrate and enjoy the Easter afternoon.
I'm here with my family. Been too long arrive here due to the inclement weather, but we enjoying the afternoon so far.
Families could be seen assisting their children in raising kites, partaking in barbecues, dancing, conversing, and having fun on the moist grounds of the park. Curtis Garway was also out with his family and their picnic baskets, relaxing and enjoying the cool day.
Well, so far the day is going cool, quiet, not like last year, not much people. I guess because of the rain that we had this morning, and we also not getting breeze like last year, so we actually just chilling and relaxing and watch the people, so we are good here for now.
The taxes we pay provide revenue for the government to use to develop and improve our country's infrastructure and the life of all Guyanese.
If we pay our taxes, the government will be able to build more roads, schools, hospitals, bridges, and other government facilities.
The government will also be able to use those funds to pay better wages and salaries to public servants and to improve government services.
This will help to attract more investors to our country, create jobs, and reduce poverty.
Let's invest in our country. Pay your taxes.
A message from the Ministry of Finance and the Guyana Revenue Authority.
At the Kitty Kingston Seawall in Georgetown, Region 4, a popular spot for kite enthusiasts, the tradition continued as the sky teemed with kites of all sizes, colors, and designs.
In spite of the inclement weather, persons were still seen lifting kites and enjoying the outdoors.
In spite of the weather, the Easter seems to be little fear. And at this point, we just came about like 2 hours ago, and we're enjoying it in spite of the rainy weather, so to speak.
This morning we thought that the Easter wouldn't be like this because of the rain, but the sun is coming out and it's becoming a very beautiful day. As you can see, we and our entire families out, neighbors, and everybody's out here having a ball and enjoying the Easter.
The national park has over the years proven to be a space conducive for picnics, relaxation, even more, kite flying, and a myriad of sport activities. This year, West Ministries International, a local Christian dance school, took the opportunity to visit the park to teach and remind those gathered about the true significance of Easter. The dance group's performance drew a massive crowd of onlookers and supporters.
Today we're here in the National Park to share part of our talent with the nation. Easter Monday in Guyana is traditionally known for kite flying and picnicking and, hanging out. But in the midst of all of that, the whole hub behind Easter is actually the death and the resurrection of Jesus. And what we're here to do is to share that with the Guyanese public today.
The Ministry of Finance has announced a tax amnesty effective January 1 to September 30, 2018.
This means that you can pay all your outstanding income, property, corporate, capital gains, and withholding taxes. File your taxes before June 30, 2018, and all interest and penalties will be waived, or file before September 30, 2018, and pay only 50% of the interest and penalties accrued.
Invest in your country. Pay your taxes. A message from the Ministry of Finance and the Guyana Revenue Authority.
Nothing could keep Guyanese away from things that they enjoy. And the journey to the number 63 beach and the quarantine in Berbice, Region 6, is something persons from across Guyana do on Easter Monday.
The bleak atmosphere was no match for the excitement that permeated from the massive crowd at the number 63 beach. It was Easter Monday and nothing could keep Guyanese at bay. The tradition had to be carried out and there was no disappointment on that day. Guyanese wanted to have fun and that's exactly what they did.
It is a customary to bring out the kids on Easter Monday to see what's really going on. Normally, I don't really celebrate Easter, but you don't let the occasion to pass you. So you just still come and see what's going on.
It's exciting to come on the beach on Easter Monday because it's a good reason. Christ is risen, and he's risen indeed. And today I'm very much not so much satisfied because the crowd is not here because of the rain and all of that. But Easter is a very meaningful time for us because I'm a Christian and I believe in Christ.
The beach celebration drew citizens from neighboring Suriname who shared that they wanted to be part of what has become an annual tradition for many Guyanese. We were told that the Easter celebration in Suriname is not quite as exciting as it is in Guyana. They came for their experience.
We are from Suriname. My name is Umro Sinitende. We go for just take a look, enjoy. Maybe after an hour or so we leave.
Is this your first time?
No. It's first time with the boat, but I came a couple times.
So how are you enjoying it so far?
It's good, but I feel it's little easy, but I like it.
What was quite visible was the bond between family members. For many, that was the main reason for their venturing to the beach.
Actually, we make it a tradition that every Easter Monday we come out here. Either the rain or sun, we always out here because Easter is a time for family. As a family person, we need to get together as family and experience the good life and give God thanks so that will bring us next year. Also, Easter being a family time is good to bring the kids and let them see what it's like to mix among people, to have fun among other people.
In respect of the weather, we came because of our grandson. We don't celebrate Easter because we are Muslim, but we're in the mood because of our grandchild. So we bring him out today to have some fun, and later we're going to head back home. We come well prepared with our snacks and everything.
The various traditional activities make Easter in Guyana a unique holiday. We hope your Easter was also a memorable one. Please join us again next time for another edition of InfoHub In Depth. Goodbye.
The future of Guyana has never looked better. Our nation is on the cusp of a development program like never seen before. While Guyana is now emerging as an energy giant through the discovery of massive reserves of oil and natural gas, it is your government's intention that the huge benefits emerging from this will go where it matters most, to you, the people of this beloved country. There is a surge of confidence in the way Guyana is governed once again, and the level of investor interest is unprecedented. Guyana is poised to become the breadbasket of the region, and the pace at which this nation will grow through prudent fiscal management will be nothing short of impressive. But more than anything else will be the way every Guyanese, regardless of color, class, or creed, becomes a part of this historic period of national transformation, sharing in the wealth and well-being of it all as one Guyana.
Roundabouts. Approaching a roundabout. When you approach a roundabout, you must use your indicator if you intend to turn left or right or make a U-turn at the roundabout. You must give other road users sufficient notice of your intent to turn. Entering a roundabout. When entering a roundabout, you must slow or stop to give way to any vehicle already in the roundabout. You must also continue to use your indicators if you intend to turn left or right or make a U-turn. Turning left. When turning left, you must indicate left on approach and be travelling in the left-hand lane unless there are road markings with other instructions. Stay in the left lane and exit in the left lane. Turning right. When turning right, you must indicate right on approach and be travelling in the right-hand lane unless there are road markings with other instructions. Making a U-turn. When using a roundabout to make a U-turn, you must approach in the right lane and signal right. Changing lanes in a roundabout. Drivers may change lanes in a roundabout if they wish. The usual road rules for changing lanes apply. You must use your indicator and give way to any vehicle in the lane you are entering. Going straight ahead. You don't need to signal when approaching the roundabout if you are going straight ahead. You may approach the roundabout from either the left or right lane unless there are road markings with other instructions. Exiting a roundabout. As when you exit a road, you must signal left when leaving a roundabout, if it is practical to do so, and you should stop indicating as soon as you have exited the roundabout. However, when you are travelling straight ahead on a small single-lane roundabout, it may be impractical to indicate when exiting.